Welcome back. The question that crossed everyone's mind is plastic surgery the final answer for all the problems that might face someone who is suffering from obesity or suffering from some default in the way they look? Will that procedure be the once and for all way to sort out their problems? This is a very important question, but the answer has to come from an expert, because if you just ask anyone, they might give you something that might harm you, and you might live with the side effects for the rest of your life. And that's why we have our guest here live with us, Dr. Mounir Weleem. Is a professor of plastic surgery and diet control. Good morning, doctor.
Morning. Thank you for joining us, doctor. Of course, pleasure to have you again with us on the show. And the issue of obesity has always been a story and concern of not only women but people of all ages, especially as we live in an environment today where we're not really taking much paying much attention to our health and our malnutrition. But people find it very easy, or some people find it very easy to not torture themselves, eat what they want, knowing that they can either go on a chemical diet or go visit a doctor and have some kind of laser therapies, or they can go to surgeries, whether it is plastic surgery or tightening their stomach, and that's going to solve their problem. How difficult is that, and how unhealthy is that? Because a lot of people are doing it now. They're going towards this direction.
Okay, well, let's speak about obesity. Obesity is just increased body weight due to accumulation of fat inside the body by 15% or more than the classic and normal standard weight, related to sex, related to race, related to age. We have first to differentiate between increased body weight due to accumulation of fluids, which is called edema, and decreased body weight due to accumulation of fat, which is obesity. Also, when we speak about obesity, we have to differentiate obesity in order to know this later on in our treatment. We have to differentiate obesity into two types. There is increased body weight due to increase in size of fat cells, what is known as hypertrophic obesity. And there is another type of obesity which is called hyperplastic obesity, which is increased body weight due to increase in number of cells. Hyperplastic obesity occurs before puberty, and hypertrophic obesity occurs after puberty. So here this differentiates and puts lines in treatment of obesity. Let's start about obesity. And at first, not everyone coming to me and says that I have increase in body weight, so I'll tell him you have to operate. No, this is not line of treatment. At first, for my work, I have to divert and direct my patient into 3 lines of treatment. The first line of treatment is diet control. And I don't put restrictions in diet control. I don't say you have to prevent eating something and to have to eat something and so on. No. I have to say you can eat everything, but you have to put in your mind your number of calories you are in need in this day, according to your effort. So suppose this person is going to be hard worker and works lots, so I say to him, you have to multiply your body weight times 40, and this is the number of calories you need in this day. Suppose his body weight is 80 kilograms, and so he is going to do hard work today, so have to multiply 80 by 40, 3,020 calories, 200 calories. This is the...
Why 40? What does 40 say?
This is a number from me.
Ah,
yes.
Okay.
Your work is hard, you have to multiply your weight in 40. Your work is moderate, you have to multiply in 37. Your work is light, you are going on laptops, you are watching TV, and so on. You have to multiply your body weight in 34. So you can calculate your body weight. I ask every person coming to have diet control, I ask him, every day you have to ask yourself, you are going to hard work today, or moderate work today, or light work today, and multiply in 40 or 37 or 34, and calculate number of calories, and this is your calories today. This is my first line of treatment is diet control. Second line of treatment is I have to divert my patient in sports. I ask to him, you have sports, not hard sports, or even just walking. Walking for continuous for 22 minutes. This is standard time for walking in order to control. Why walking? Walking or why sports? The sports are very important for us because sports can divert and makes fat is the main source of energy. And number two, sports prevent precipitation of low density fatty acids on walls of capillaries and blood vessels, so they prevent cardiac attacks and prevents many problems related to health. Also, walking or sports can prevent precipitation of fats in subcutaneous tissue, and so muscles becomes more stronger. Third line of treatment for my patients is I ask them, they have the will. I don't like persons who are making regime for 3 or 4 months and then stop regime and diet and sports and then making regime, so they are going such as yo-yo. So you'll find in body, we find many problems related to such as stretch lines, many problems related as cellulite, many problems related as catastrophes related such as absorption fats from the kidney, and so the person becomes suffering from problems might affect their health such as renal problems and so on. So any person coming to me, at first I direct him, advise him to be in diet control, in sport control, on goodwill. Otherwise, there is the rule of plastic surgery. Yes.
Dr. William, what are the latest procedures or the latest techniques taken in this field to fight or challenge obesity?
Okay, this is a very nice question, because we are going to divide our techniques according to what is known as mass number. What is mass number? Yeah. Mass